Hi, Wiggies and non-Wiggies. I am back with another review. This is Mellow. And let me tell you something, she ain't so mellow, okay? She is out there and she is choppy and edgy. And I have to say, Estetica got it right with the choppiness and with that kind of textured devil may care look. Now, this is Mellow in the shade Chrome RT1B. She's rooted. It is a 1B dark root. You can see this great parting space. She is a lace front monotop wig. But let's talk about her style for a moment, okay? Before I get into any of that. I'm going to read you the specs because I'm getting good at that. Okay, so Mellow is a lace front monofilament wig. The bang is 9 inches. The sides are 8 inches. The crown is 12 and a half. And the nape is 6 1/4. Now, everything about this wig is really good, with one exception. And I don't know whether I don't know who does the advertising or who does how can I put this? I don't know if it's each individual wig website that writes descriptions, but on one of the wig sites, this was advertised as a tousled lob with choppy layers and texture. Now, definitely has the choppy layers. But with texture, what do you mean? Okay. Um, Choppiness is the way something looks. It's not necessarily a texture. Now, the texture of this is great simply because it's synthetic fibers, which many of us prefer, and the fibers do feel natural. I don't understand why it wouldn't be advertised as choppy layers with a natural fiber texture. Okay, that's number one. The second thing is this is not a lob. Okay, let's make this perfectly clear. A lob is a long bob. That means that it comes down to about collarbone. The ends are kind of blunt, but they can have a certain softness. But this is not a long bob. It is not a bob. It is more of a shag haircut. Um, I don't know why it wasn't written up as a shag because personally, I think shag cuts are great. They're a very casual, loose kind of devil may care vibe. They've got a 70s vibe, and I think a shag in many different. Hey, look who's here! Somebody just walked in, but that's okay because I don't edit, so he's just going to have to deal with my narcissistic video. Anyway, back to the wig. Between Chippy and my husband, there's a lot of activity going on around here today. So, back to the review. Other than the way that this has been advertised, I think it's a great wig. I happen to like the color because I think every now and then it's a good thing for me to wear a wig in my now natural hair color, which is gray with not necessarily dark roots, but it's more like gray with dark ends simply because I haven't dyed my hair in almost a year. So I think it's really good. And I also know that there are a lot of women out there who love their gray hair and who embrace their gray hair. Therefore, I think Chrome RT1B is just a great universal shade for all women out there who don't want to venture into different colors and want to stick with their natural gray, whether or not they still have hair, whether or not they lost hair. But I love the cut. I love the style, and I do love the choppiness of this wig. One of the reasons that I like the choppiness is because it's longer choppy. It's not that like short, spiky choppiness that you can sometimes see that kind of looks almost like a throwback to the 80s with kind of like punk rock. Um, that's kind of not the edgy vibe I like. I prefer something a little bit more subdued and edgy. And I think that Mellow takes care of that on all points. If you want this wig to kind of like be a little more choppy or perhaps like maybe have the choppiness more defined, you can always spray it. I don't use any product on any of my wigs because I think it makes the wigs last a little bit longer. So let's get into how she looks from side to side in the back, okay? Now, this is my right side. You can see this longer length in the bang, which I really like. And I have to say, whatever way that this was designed, the hair doesn't fall in your face. So it's a good thing. So here we go. Here she is from my right side. Here she is from the back. And here she is from my left side. So overall, all the way around, I think the consistency of the choppiness and the edginess and the cut is really, really good. It's an excellent, excellent style. I think it's also a great style for the mature woman who wants something with a bit of an edge without wanting to look granny. Um, it's definitely for the pro ager in every mature woman. I also like the fact that the length isn't too short. Um, I happen to like more length in wigs simply because I have a very angular face. And for my very square, 7 inches wide, 7 inches long, it's literally a box. Um, I think layers help soften the lines that I have. And that's one of the reasons why I like a longer wig, simply because my chin has turned into like a non chin. So layers can kind of not only soften that area, but can also disguise wherever my chin went because it is no longer from the side, it is no longer well defined. And I think that's important. I think when you're looking for a wig, you have to figure out what works for you. I don't think mellow is going to be for everybody. I think if you have a very, very tiny face, a very petite face, I think that these layers and this choppiness may kind of be overwhelming. But I'm no expert, so I think you need to kind of like research and look for yourself to see what looks best on you. Now, I love this style. Would I wear it every day? No, because I'm more comfortable in a longer wig. Will I wear it out and about? Oh, yeah, I'll wear it out and about. In fact, next weekend, we're going to the beach. If it's nice out, I will have my mask. And since I do like to swim at the beach and it's been really hot, I will wear this to the beach. But when I get to shore's end, I will rip her off and go swimming with my natural hair tied in a top knot. Just because it's been so hot that I plan on like riding the waves for a long time. But regardless of what you do and where you go with your wig, this is a good choice. But I want to backtrack. Let me backtrack a moment. If you wear a wig all the time, there's nothing wrong with you wearing your wig to a pool or to the beach. And if you want to go in the water, just rip it off if you don't want your wig to get wet. Um, I don't worry about what other people think. I've stopped that a long time ago, and so should you. Do you really think those people that are next to you are perfect? Hell no, they're not. So don't worry about it. Just be you and do what makes you feel comfortable. Okay? So I'm going to take her off and I'll show you how she looks on the inside. See what I mean? Yeah, she's looking pretty much like my regular hair. Okay, so here we go. Here's how she looks, not on me. I still I still stay true to my fact that this isn't a lob. This is a shag. Okay, so let's turn her inside out. We have this beautiful lace front with this gorgeous monofilament parting space, and the parting space here is really good. We do have permatease, but I wish you could feel this because there's just the slightest amount of permatease. Maybe they should like advertise it as slightly permateased instead of permateased, but seriously, there's not a lot of permatease going on here, which is a good thing because I know a lot of people don't like permatease, okay? Now, we've got the bra straps here to adjust. We have the very flexible ear tabs. They're super comfortable. And, you've got the regular wefting. And as you can see, this is all the 1B root, which goes through the cap. See, it's all 1B. So I'm going to shake her and put her back on. And there we go. She is an excellent summer wig because I'll tell you, she is very, very lightweight. I mean, she feels like there's nothing on my head, except the brains that are inside. But she really is incredibly comfortable. I think she's a good all season wig because of the length. You know that any scarf that you wear, any textured sweaters are not going to ruin the ends of the wig. So she's actually a very clothing friendly and textured friendly wig. Um, there's really nothing bad that I can say about her. I think she's really great. I would definitely love this wig in Caramel Kiss because we all know that Caramel Kiss is my favorite wig shade. But in the meantime, I think for not venturing too far from my natural color hair, and honestly, if you are a gray haired woman, this is a great, great, great shade for you. Even if you decide you don't like Mellow and you just want a different wig, I have Jameson in this shade and she's beautiful. Um, so again, you have to play around. You have to play around with color. You have to play around with what you think looks best on you. I do think that for somebody with an angular shaped face, this is a very, very good choice because of the choppiness and the layers. You can bring these layers down to the front more. You can expose your face more and wear some really cool earrings like these hoops that I'm always wearing. So there's a lot that you can do, even though she is set, so to speak, into this layered style. There's still more that you can do with layers. You can actually take the top, pin her up if you're really hot. You can pin the sides back. I mean, let's see if you can put her back. I would not put this wig back, but you can. You can actually take a like little bobby pin or hairpin or clip and clip her back. I'll tell you, and I'm being perfectly honest. I think this is a better choice for most women than Jones. I know Jones gets a lot of love. I know Hunter gets a lot of love. But in all honesty, I think this is a more flattering wig for those angular shaped faces. I think this gives a youthful vibe to the more mature woman as well. I think Mellow is beautifully designed. I think she is just beautifully styled. And my only thing is she's not a lob. So if you think she's a lob, she's not. She's a beautiful shag. And I honestly think that's the way that she should be advertised. But that's just my opinion. So don't let my opinion change any way that you feel. So that is it. This again, let me find my mouse. Again, this is Mellow. I'm giving you my honest opinions on this wig. Um, I know sometimes it's difficult, but this is how Mellow looks on a 65-year-old average woman. As you can see, I have no enhancements. The only enhancement that I have today, I'm wearing fake magnetic eyelashes, and I'm still on the fence about that. But I'm not putting on extra makeup for this video. In fact, I'm wearing less makeup because it's summertime. So what you see is what you get. This is how Mellow looks in regular light, in a regular house, without studio lighting, without any fancy like filters, without any fancy Photoshop. This is Mellow in real life. And when I say in real life, I mean IRL, in real life. Nothing phony about this except my lashes. So that's it. I will see you later. Enjoy this remainder of the July 4th weekend. I honestly do not know where this summer has gone. Like, we're in July already. Come on. It's like summer is supposed to last longer, but this one's flying by. So, have a great day. If you like this, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. It's okay, but please subscribe. So I will see you later and have a remainder of the day that is safe and cautious. And please stay well because we are not over this pandemic yet. Take care. Bye.